The waters of the Amazon River seem calm on the surface. Underwater, it's a different story. These piranhas are devouring a fish in a feeding frenzy that's an exercise in controlled mayhem. Get in the way of a comrade's strike, and you'll end up a target yourself. Piranha can strip a fish to the bone in minutes. Downriver, another school of fish is preparing to eat fruit. Ripening fig trees overhanging the water's edge provide a year-round diet for the piku fish. Lurking nearby is the predator known locally as the river tiger. These salmon relatives are decidedly non-vegetarian. And when they come across a shoal of fig eaters, they attack. The Amazon is so large and so rich in marine life that it can support large freshwater feeders, like these Boto dolphins. Adults are over 7 feet long, and they're usually hungry. No one knows why they're colored pink. In these murky waters, the Botos rely on sonar to navigate and hunt. They work together to drive shoals of fish into the shallows, where they're easier to get at. Then they eat. Botos are only social in the breeding season, when there's stiff competition for mates. During courtship, males brandish rocks in their mouths. A display that may signal to females that someone this dexterous would make a good mate and a good father to their young. And for one lucky male, the showboating seems to have paid off. He's found himself an underwater romance and makes the most of it. In Africa's Lake Malawi, much of the predation goes on after the sun sets. During the night, Cornish jackfish emerge from their daytime lairs among the rocks. Like packs of sharks, they're on the prowl, for sleeping cichlids. In the darkness, they hunt by detecting distortions in the electric field they create around their bodies. Any cichlid that ventures out will be snapped up. Underwater predation also happens on a microscopic scale. This coral reef in the shallow seas off the coast of Indonesia has produced some intriguing relationships, like the one shared by a pink sea fan and a couple of pygmy seahorses. This camouflage helps keep them safe from predators, but not each other. Less than half an inch long, these two males are settling a dispute by headbutting. More varieties of sea creatures live on this one reef than in all of the Caribbean. And that includes one of the most successful predators of all time, the coral itself. Coral is a part of the animal kingdom, a living organism that feeds on microscopic sea creatures, anything from plankton to tiny fish. Coral comes in all shapes and sizes, but every species shares one characteristic. They're anchored to the sea floor. And if you're wondering how something that's completely immobile can catch and devour anything, time-lapse photography reveals the coral's secret. Coral is made up of many individual polyps, which can be thought of as a mouth with tentacles. In many species of coral, these tentacles not only grab morsels floating nearby, but poison their tiny victims before shuttling them into their mouths. Nighttime is when corals seem to do most of their feeding. As the sea grows darker, the polyps extend themselves into capture mode. Then the tentacles appear. Predation on this level is so sedate, it's almost undetectable. But half a world away, along the South African coast, fur seals enter a battlefield where predation is anything but calm. In these waters, violent death takes center stage. Off the coast of South Africa, a great white shark is hunting for breakfast. This astonishing scene is repeated every morning between April and September, a few miles from shore. The prey is a Cape fur seal on the way to its fishing grounds. But to get there, seals must first pass through a beachfront gauntlet patrolled by great white sharks. Somewhere beneath them, a shark has already picked out a target and is preparing to launch itself upward for a lethal first strike. The seal never sees it coming. The 2-ton shark is moving at about 25 miles an hour when it strikes. The sheer force of the impact is enough to kill the seal outright or stun it into submission, while the great white's teeth rip through layers of blubber and flesh.